I know. There you go.
Alright, well,
No.
That's a wrap, guys.
What's good, good people? I'm OBO, and in case you didn't know, I'm the G in LGBTQ, and you're watching It's Just Not Adding Up. So get in here and act like you got some sense. We're about to create some space.
He's supposed to be here by now. Where is he at? Oh,
No idea.
you know what? What's up, man?
How's it going?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
I'm glad you're here.
Glad to be here.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm here.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't believe you're here either.
In this chair.
Oh my God, we both can't believe it.
I know.
Let's do this. So, what does love mean for you now, and what did it mean prior to being together?
Ooh.
See, we're starting deep here.
Heavy hitter.
Prior to being together, I believe that love was just all about sacrifice. Sacrificing time, sacrificing even relationships with people just so that we could be together. And over time, I grew to learn that it means it's not always about just, inflicting self-harm, sacrificing things that I enjoy. It's about being able to balance the things that I love, the people I care about, with my lover.
I'll say in the beginning, my ideal of love was kind of like transactional. Like if you meet these certain needs, then I'll accept you in. And now I think it's more of like a commitment to that person's growth, that person's journey.
When you live with somebody all the time and you're in their face and in their vicinity constantly, you kind of are pulled to realize you have to reinvest in yourself. So love to me is about not just loving other people, but also just loving yourself. And, love my husband to death, but I had to learn to love myself over time too.
Okay, second one. If you could redo anything during the initial dating period, would you?
I would have asked him out earlier.
I know. There you go.
Alright, well,
No.
That's a wrap, guys. My dog said I would have asked him out earlier.
I would actually wait. I think I jumped into my relationship with Ricky kind of fast. And I don't regret it. I want to be very clear. Like, I don't regret it. But
When you married him, I'm assuming you don't regret it.
Like, if I could redo it, I would have spent a lot more time understanding who I am. Arguably, my husband helped me figure out who I am.
I still didn't know who I was. And so I was dating him along with figuring out me. And initially it was all bad.
I get it.
It was terrible. My head, like, trying to process everything, it was a mess. Like, I was a mess. Like, my 18-year-old, 19-year-old self, oof.
Man, what?
Thank God for growth.
We met each other when we were 18. And at the same time, shortly after meeting him, I broke up with him to be with a woman. And I had a girlfriend in college, and I, kind of played that game a little bit.
Got it.
And I learned a lot from that experience, but I just wonder how much more rich our experiences together could have been, and how much more we would have stayed together during that period if I had done a little bit more soul searching and understood who I was too. But on the flip side of that, I don't regret it, because I know that some of that was necessary, for us to get to where we are today.
So what advice would you give to any gay single man who's looking to be in a relationship?
Well, I mean, I'm no expert by any means.
You're pretty close. We talking.
Look, like
5 years of marriage and first years. Listen.
Yeah, but
Close
at
enough.
the same time, keep in mind that means I have not dated in a very long time.
I would probably say, first and foremost, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself first before you put yourself out there.
There is somebody out there for everybody, and I think it's important to have standards and not settle for less. Everybody deserves the absolute best, especially us, like Black gay men particularly. Like, we've always been fed so low standards, and we have to, have higher standards for ourselves, but in particular the relationships that we want. And we're deserving of love, just like everybody else. So we got to keep the bar pretty high.
Know your wants and needs before putting it out there. Don't try and be like, oh, he's got to be this, he's got to be that. Just be honest with it. Does he really have to have these certain type of qualities, or are you looking for something else? I
I love that you said we deserve love. Yeah. I think we also deserve a love that feels like love.
Yeah.
I think growing up, we kind of conflated love with a lot of other things, right? Our parents calling us names, putting us out, doing the things, but we said they love us though, right? And I think so we kind of got in the habit of taking scraps as love, right? But I think to say that we deserve love, and we also deserve a love that feels like love.
Yeah.
What was the defining moment when you knew that this was your life partner?
It was back in 2014, 2015, I forget the year. But it was the year, so I had a heart attack, right? Full-blown heart attack in the hospital, whole shebang. And so during that time, we were together, and it seemed like when he got the news of it, he dropped everything and came like to my bedside, would not leave my bedside.
I know that's right.
And this was like around the time where like my family knew I was gay, but they weren't as accepting as they are now. Mm-hmm. And even then, just still not moving from that spot, being there with me and my family, regardless of what they had to say about this strange boy being here, in the hospital room.
I talked a little bit about sacrifice earlier, not being like the only thing, but at the time earlier in our relationship, it was a big thing. Mm-hmm. And Ricky, sacrificed for me whenever my grandfather passed away. He actually attended the funeral with me. I was not out with my family, but I knew I needed somebody there by my side because it was such a heavy loss for me. Yeah. And, it was an excuse to not go to class. We were in college at the time, so we had to shift our schedules a good bit, and we didn't go to the same school, so he had to travel to meet me, and we made the road trip down, and in front of my family members, in a very sad moment of our lives, Ricky just stood there beside me and was firm in his support and didn't feel awkward and or anything, or he may have, I don't know, but he didn't show it.
Just that idea of like him wanting to stand in the open in the sun with me and all what I got going on, I was like, yeah, that's it.
That immense amount of support to me was life-changing.
That was so good. I don't know, it was just so good. Yeah. I'm gonna get your man back in here. All right. And I'll see. Anyways.
Okay.
Hey, baby.
Hey. Oh. Hey, there you guys are. OBO will see you guys next week. Keep creating space. Peace.